All right. Thank you, Chris, for that rather generous introduction. I'm here to talk a little bit about what IETF and IAB are doing in the area of network management, and hopefully what that work might do to help you guys in automating your network. But before I get started, a show of hands, how many people here have heard about IETF? All right, a good show of hands, thank you. How many have heard about IAB, the Internet Architecture Board? Okay, a few of them. So, as you can well imagine, the Internet Architecture Board is the oversight for what IETF does. It does by running workshops like the one that I did on Wednesday. And I'm about to talk about a little bit about what they're going to do in the near future. And they do by exploring emerging technologies, technologies like AI and energy efficiency usage in the network. They run programs that address long-term issues. And finally, of course, they're also responsible they're the liaison manager for all the communication in and out of IETF. IETF, as you already know, is the standards body for and has 7 areas, one of which I'm responsible for, the red box at the bottom. So why was I here this whole week? Oh, well, at least I am for the next 3 hours. Is to tell you about the IETF IAB workshop that is being conducted. It is a virtual event and will be available for anyone here who wants to participate in it. More details in subsequent slides. I'm also here for the next few hours to answer any questions and to help you fill out a survey, the QR code of which I'm displaying on the screen. So please take out your phone. I would really appreciate you filling out that survey. I'll try to keep putting the QR code in subsequent slides in case you missed this one. Okay, so IETF has a long tradition of working with network operator groups just like these. They have done outreach efforts in Nanog in the last month. They went out to RIPE. I'm here in Otacon. We had people go out to LACNOG, and we'll go out to groups like Apricot in next year. And it does this primarily to make sure that operators have an opportunity to express their set of requirements to IETF before IETF develops their protocols. It's to make sure that the operator community, has an opportunity to express what is working for them or not working for them from a protocol perspective. And it's to make sure that whatever IETF is defining matches what is the operator's experience in the community. Now, there's some valid criticism that IETF is not open enough, or there's not enough representation of operator community. And I'm here to tell you that we're trying to address this, primarily by outreach efforts just like this, for people like me to come out and tell you that we are listening. Not only that, we have a new working group called the Network Management Operations, or NMOP working group, whose primary focus is to listen to requirements from the operators. It is also to conduct a workshop that is coming up next month called the Next Era of Network Management Operations, NEMOPs, not to be confused with the working group NMOP. But before I get there, let me give you a little bit of history. This is not the first time IAB has conducted this workshop. In 2002, IAB conducted a similar workshop in Reston, Virginia. For some reason, that place is a good place for people to get together. And the result of that workshop was this RFC 3535 that was published. In that RFC, they documented some 14 requirements that operators placed on with respect to configuration and management. And the recommendation that data be represented in a more structured format, whether it's JSON or XML, and if anything, that it wanted to discourage the use of SNMP going forward. Now, it's hard to read what I'm displaying on the screen, so let me just paraphrase one for you. That one of the operator requirements was that it was necessary to distinguish between configuration data and operational data. Take the example of an interface that is configured admin up. And that state should be separated out from the actual operational state of the interface, which is considered operational data. So the distinction had to be drawn out between the two. The second requirement, one of the other requirements was operators want to manage the network, not just individual devices. They want to be able to manage services in that network, not individual devices. So as a result of those set of requirements that were collected in 2002, the outcome of that was, of course, the development of protocols such as NetConf and RESTConf that some of you are familiar with, the modeling language called Yang, the monitoring protocol called Yang Push, and of course, boot up and bootstrapping protocols such as Call Home and secure zero-touch provisioning. So 22 years later, we are back here to review where we are with respect to those requirements. And as part of that, the workshop that IEB is conducting in December, from December 3rd to 5th, it's a virtual event, so you can attend it from the comfort of your home. And if you're wondering how to participate in this particular workshop, bottoms up is the easiest way to do it. You can come and talk to any MOPS program committee member. That would be me for the next couple of hours at least. In addition, would love to get you to do the online survey where we ask questions on what has worked for you guys, what the size of your network looks like, so enough details for us to figure out what works for you. And if you want to actually participate in the workshop, do send an email expressing an interest to AnyMops workshop-pc@iab.org, not IETF, iab.org. All right, so there's a couple of links up here to about the workshop, and if feel free to contact us, the program committee, and we definitely want to hear your voice. So do join the mailing list, anymops-interest@iab.org, and I look forward to you guys participating. So finally, what is the feedback that I've gotten in the last couple of days and in the IAB workshop you got? This is just a couple of comments, and I just want to pick on one of them, which is the third one down, how to map a CLI output to an API call. Now this is a typical show interface counters output that I can see on a CLI, but now tell me how to make an API call to get the same output. Well, I'll let you into a secret. Use ChatGPT. You'd be surprised what you could get by setting a prompt in ChatGPT to say, write a Python program for me that gives me interface counters over NetConf for OpenConfig models. It won't quite get you 100%, but I'll tell you it gets you there quite a bit. It's a good place to start. That is not to say that the valid concerns about documentation do not need to be addressed. They do need to be addressed, and that's a valid feedback, and IETF will take that because we heard that in NANOG, we heard that in LACNOG, So we will try to address it. And with that, I'll open up for any questions anyone has. All right. Barring none, it was. Thank you.